So Zach and Daniel are here because
Oh, it sounds shitty because the headphones are high.
Time Warner sucks.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way because I've been here.
I've been yelling at people on the phone for the past hour and a half, 2 hours. So make an appointment to install the internet, and they tell me it's going to be $30 to have somebody come out here and hook it up. So I was like, you know what? Then I'll just connect it myself. They're like, all right, well, you got to go pick up the equipment at this place, whatever. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. Before I go pick up the gear, I come here and I inspect it. We're in a new place, by the way. For all if you guys that are watching on YouTube, you know, it's a different background.
It's a very nice place.
So.
Oh, I know why it's. Never mind. Sorry. Go ahead.
So so I come here to inspect the place anyways, and I notice there's no connections to the cable. Like a lot of times you move into a new apartment, the people before have the cable there.
Makes the job really easy.
Makes it easy. It's just
that way the cable company can make a lot of money off of other people's work.
Yeah, just plug and play.
Yep.
Just plug and play. Well, they make money off of nobody's work.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You just come in and plug it in.
Yeah. So.
Plus they charge a rental fee.
Yeah. So I'm like, hey, I call in that the same day. I'm like, hey, you know what? I can't do the home install because there's no cable here. I'm gonna need you guys to send somebody out. Oh, no problem, sir. What date? So I tell them Saturday. This past Saturday, the 28th, it's the 28th. So I send a guy out here, and the guy's like, oh, I can't do anything. I'm like, what do you mean you can't do anything? Oh, there's no connections here. And I'm like, yeah, no shit, there's no connections here. That's what I told you people on the phone a week ago.
That's the whole
That's why you're here. That's why I called. Oh, well, I'm sorry, dude. That's a construction order. That's not an installation order. So you're going to have to call and they're going to have to make an appointment. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And that's when it started. So I called Time Warner that day. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck's going on, guys? I called you and I told you guys that there's no connections here. I need someone to... Oh, well, you know, we didn't know. We wouldn't know until we show up. And I'm like, that's bullshit.
I just told you.
I told you a week ago.
They just assume you're retarded, I guess.
So they're like, you know, well, someone will be there within 5 to 7 working days. And I'm like, 5 to 7 working days? I'm like, dude, not gonna work for me.
That's 2 weeks.
Not gonna work for me. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So I call again and I'm like, listen, I don't have 5 to 7 business days for you. I use the internet for work. I use the internet for pretty much everything in my life because I'm fucking internet dependent like the rest of society.
And the funny thing is, none of that even matters.
It shouldn't matter. I shouldn't have to explain
You can just say, I like to pay for internet and never use it. And they should come out just the same, like, just as quick as they would.
They should.
As if it was life or death.
Absolutely. You should never have to qualify yourself.
Right.
But I qualified myself anyways. I raised a fit. They're like, okay, sir, we're going to make a call now. Sure enough, within an hour, the construction people called me up.
Which is funny, right?
Yeah.
You push them a little bit.
Yep.
All of a sudden, like, oh, yeah, we can do that. We're free.
Oh, we got somebody on Wednesday. They'll come through and hook everything up. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm at work. So I'm like, Daniel, can you come out here between 2 and 4 and wait for this guy to come and connect my internet? And
9-minute drive.
And then what happened, Daniel?
He installed his CC. It was real easy. He drilled the hole through the wall and shoved the cable through the hole from the ground level to the second floor because we're on the second floor. And that's it. That's pretty much what he did. And he left.
No cable box.
No cable box.
The cable that he pushed through doesn't even have a connector on it. Doesn't even have the little tip on it.
It doesn't have a tip on it.
He spent more time explaining what he's going to do to the manager and us
than what he
than
actually did.
working.
Right.
So basically, he said the opposite of what the other guy told you, which was, oh, I'm just a construction order. I'm not an installation order. You're going to have to call back to get an installation order.
Right.
Which is fucking retarded, because if you know you're going to lay a line down for the very first time, you're popping this apartment's cherry, and you know that we want internet, then why the fuck wouldn't you do both things at once?
At the very least, they could have told me to schedule the installation, but they didn't. So now I am without internet we moved in officially on Saturday. So
you haven't paid for anything yet,
dude,
right?
I haven't paid for nothing yet.
No, that guy fucked up, man. He could have at least left you a live cable that you could have used to at least attach a router.
Well, that's what I thought. When he told me that the whole cable thing, that he left a cable. I was like,
He
okay.
had a drill in his hand. He could have just drilled right through the wall real quick, and you could have fed it yourself.
I mean, I still don't understand why he didn't put the connector on the cable.
Yeah.
I asked
That was
him.
bullshit.
I asked him. He said no. He said if you have the equipment, then you can do it really easy. That's all he told me. And I argued with him. I don't even live here, so it's not even my house.
Yeah.
And it just because I just like arguing with people because it's fun.
It's funny.
But so for those who don't know, because obviously no one's seen this layout of this house, it was drilled into a closet, and the closet is backed. The back of the closet is the front of the living room, right, or whatever, right? The walls connect.
Even though he put it to the front of the closet.
Yeah, like an idiot. I don't know why he didn't just. But anyway, so the cable's just right now. It's just fucking slopped over, all like messy and not like nailed into the wall, which is what you're supposed to. It's black, by the way, which is even more dumb because it should be white, so you don't see it on the paint. I mean, you know what I mean. So you don't see the wire itself. And he didn't drill the hole from the closet to the living room, which is where the box is going to go.
And he didn't put a connector on the cable.
And he didn't even, yeah. So it's literally a useless cable.
Just chilling in the guest room closet. And yeah.
Imagine if you didn't bitch for this. Imagine if you were like super passive aggressive, like just passive about it, and they're like, "Oh, you're gonna charge. You have to pay for this guy to come out, and then you have to pay for the next guy to come out. I'm sure, for the fucking service fee." And you just take it in the ass. Because how many people do you think do that?
Oh, a lot of people.
Spectrum
Absolutely.
just screws people all the time.
Happens. The problem is that they got a monopoly. Like, you can't get any other fucking service. That they only
AT&T sucks, so
Yeah.
you wouldn't want to get that.
There's no Verizon out here or Frontier?
no Verizon, no Frontier. I looked in Verizon
fuck's
because I
Frontier?
hear good things about Verizon.
Dude, I dig it. I've had it for like a year.
Talk
You got
into the mic.
FiOS?
Yeah, I've got FiOS. It's the shit, dude.
Just scoot closer.
Well,
like,
that sucks because I can't get FiOS out here, and I hear good shit about it.
I like Time Warner's internet.
one day.
I like our Spectrum's internet.
Well,
excuse me.
I don't give. Yeah, once you got it, I'm sure it's fucking fine. That's not the problem,
Right.
You know,
I'm
just
talking about
getting
customer
it.
service and shit. Like, I haggle them every month and make up a story every month, and I'm able to get a discount or an upgrade for like $5.
I wouldn't say that's. I don't know about that.
Well,
I don't know about all of that.
Okay, dude.
I don't know if
Whatever, man.
I don't know if that necessarily qualifies that as a good company if they're willing to like drive the price
well,
down
it's
to
because
zero.
Time Warner owns fucking Southern California.
Yeah,
so.
dude.
Yeah.
They're competing
Well,
with Spectrum
Time
right
Warner
now.
owns fucking AT&T.
AT&T's gonna buy Time Warner, I think.
Oh, the other way around.
Yeah.
Oh well,
Which is
whatever.
going to turn into one big ass monopoly, and you're just completely.
Which
fucked.
is funny because AT&T was the monopoly 20 years ago, and then they got dissolved, and now they're back to where they started.
It's a bunch of bullshit.
Yep.
There was a bill passed like in 2001. for
Would you do the Google?
internet.
Would you vote for Google?
Fuck yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Google Fiber?
Where they give you free internet,
Absolutely.
but they track everything you do.
Fuck it.
Dude, I'm not doing anything wrong.
They could see my fucking Facebook and
Yeah.
porn habits.
I'll just cover my webcam when I'm masturbating.
You know.
Well, you're supposed to anyway. You're supposed to just put some tape on
Well, I
it
do anyway now, but because that's all I use my computer for.
because the NSA is always watching you. I don't know why they'd want to watch me though.
You know, if the NSA wants to get off on fucking Daniel choking his
I mean,
chicken
if anyone in the NSA is listening and they
into a
watch
sock,
me, if they're, I don't use socks.
fucking Daniel's
I
got
wear
his
socks. That's gross.
crusty ass sock next to his bed.
He's the type of guy to wear a shirt while he's doing it, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Jerk off in my shirt that I'm
No,
wearing.
just wear the
But he
shirt.
takes his pants completely
Yeah.
off though, so no pants, but he got his shirt
That's
off.
how I pee in the urinal.
And he's got a sock in one hand and he's jerking off with the other, and right when he's about to fucking break, right into the sock.
Yep.
Have you?
And his mom does his laundry, so he never washes that sock because he doesn't want her to be like, "What's this fucking petrified yellow sock?"
Fuck you guys. It's not funny.
She just gets him new socks all the time and kind of.
These are new socks. Maybe that's why I got new
Fucking
socks.
Daniel's
for Christmas.
just got fucking thousands of dead children in one sock.
No, you can't do that. After a while, it's just going to be too. You can't. That's nasty.
You're not
You'd
using,
have to lube the socks up.
You're not using the sock to
knows?
jerk off. You're using the sock to fucking place your semen.
Oh,
To land it, dude.
to deposit
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I guess.
that's exactly. You're just kind of rotating. And it's like, you know. Some people use a towel. I'm saying you use a sock because it's good.
I don't use a
It's
sock.
good for the
The thing
visual.
is that he's using the sock he was wearing.
He puts it back on.
No, he's just sitting
Foot
with his
cre-
shirt,
natural foot
with his
cream.
shirt and one sock on.
Why are we talking about me jerking
Anyway,
off?
sorry.
What were we even talking about? Oh, the NSA watching me. If they are watching me, they should hit me up. I'll date that person.
You date that person?
Yeah.
It's the same person watching you.
Why not?
Jesus.
That's true love.
Christ. Oh my God.
How did you guys meet? We met online.
She was watching
Tinder?
me masturbate.
No, she was watching me masturbate. Oh, you're on like sex cams? No, I was just jerking off, and then one day I get an email with screenshots of me jerking off.
She was surveilling me
with love letters.
Oh,
That's true love.
Yeah.
Imagine getting that email with like the blackmail, and it's just pictures of you just with your fucking face.
You
just
better
Then
take
Daniel's gonna be like, "What are you gonna blackmail me for? What? The fucking $10 pair of jeans I have on eBay? Fucking
Fuck you.
take my eBay store. I got some old shoes and a fucking
You need to
used-
tell me what shoes those are. I don't even know what
Vintage.
kind of
Vintage.
shoes those are. Those Jordans.
They're the Air Jordan 1s. They're the ones.
Both of those?
They're both ones. Yeah.
Because I couldn't figure it out. And then I looked up the
Have
Carmelo shoes.
The number underneath. No, those aren't Carmelos. Those are KDs.
KDs.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant?
Yeah.
Well, anyway, on the tag it says like why not or like why this or something. I looked those shoes up and I almost had a fucking mini heart attack.
Why?
I almost fucking texted you back like, are you sure you want to give me these shoes? Because apparently that the tongue, it says something like I said, why not or why this or something. I typed that in, Jordan, why not?
Those aren't Jordans.
I know.
Okay.
I looked it up and those shoes are like $1,000.
So
But it's not the same one.
Yeah.
I know. But I had just from the first glance, and then I looked, and I'm like, oh no, they're ugly. The ones that are $1,000, they literally say "why not" over and over and over again, and they're like, they're what is it called, like mid-rise or whatever, like the shoes that go over your ankles,
Oh, the
Yeah.
whatever it is.
Yeah.
But they're cloth, so they can fold. Like when you unzip, they're zipper, so when you unzip them, they like fold over. Like they're just like super flimsy.
Man, there's a lot of terrible
$1,000.
ideas, dude.
Fuck that, dude.
But that's,
Yeezys are fucking ugly.
there's collectibles. That's why people don't even wear the shoes. They just buy them. Like,
Bullshit. If I spend $700 on Yeezys, I'm gonna wear them until they disintegrate.
Well,
Well,
that's
they're
why.
probably going to disintegrate quickly.
That's
aren't they?
crazy, dude. Yeah, be the only pair of shoes he wears. He wears them while he's jerking off to his NSA.
I jerk
agent.
off in my Yeezys. I make them into fleshlights.
Get that visual, everybody. Daniel's wearing a shirt, no underwear, and fucking Yeezys. Just Joe, no socks on either. Got his fucking feet dangling off the bed.
I guess our listeners out there are real excited that we're back. That I just get roasted for.
Maybe he's wearing that fucking stupid fuzzy hat too.
Oh, I'm not even wearing that hat. I forgot. It's in the car.
Is it because everybody kept dissing you on
No,
YouTube?
you know what? Fuck both of you. I got compliments up the ass in Texas.
I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying you got dissed.
Is that a good thing?
I don't know.
You got compliments in Texas. That's a good thing.
They were
That's
like,
something you're proud of?
you fur? You trap? That's what they're asking me. What is that? Is that rabbit?
They say
is that
you
beaver?
trap, and you're like, yeah, I'm up on my trap game. Fucking
Daniel wearing that hat.
I listen
that
to
lobster
Gucci.
shit?
That's what I should have. They're like, what? You listen? What?
Can't believe you got.
They did.
If you were a rapper,
in
what-
Wisconsin,
what would-
Wisconsin, the guy literally comes up to me and taps me on the shoulder.
in Wisconsin. Like, this is just getting
Not
worse,
Wisconsin, sorry, Minneapolis.
Dude. All right.
And he just was like, "Oh, you fur? Oh my!" And he literally goes on for like 5 minutes to tell me about his fur trapping
And you didn't have
experiences.
the heart to tell him.
No, I told him where I got it after his story, and then as soon as I told him that I got it at Goodwill, and I'm from Southern California, he gave me the look like, "You fucking faggot hipster." He literally looked at me and he just walked away. Like he was just like so disappointed that I didn't.
I would have
make
walked
it.
away.
He was telling me a story about how he captures animals and skins them
tortures
alive for his girlfriend. He literally was telling me
He
this
doesn't
shit.
skin him alive.
That's what he said.
He said he skins him
I
alive.
skin him alive
That's very
because the fur.
thoughtful.
Something about the fur, like
The fur's better while they're still.
something along the lines of like, you
Consider
know how
where
when
they
you
live.
kill a game animal.
I haven't killed a game animal
Well,
in
not
so
you,
long.
but I'm just saying.
It's been
Like,
so long since
you know
I
how
killed-
they
Yeah,
like
it's been many years.
when they kill like goats, don't the Muslims kill them in a certain way where like they kind of like pet them and stuff.
Oh yeah,
and
they
kill-
relax them, and then they
and
cover
then-
their eyes with their ears, and then
That
they
way
slit
they
their
don't
throat.
want the adrenaline or whatever doesn't get into the
Yeah,
meat.
so the meat's better. That's halal meat right
There you
there.
go.
Yeah.
Well, apparently there's something, according to this guy, I don't fucking know. I can't like confirm it, but apparently that kind of transfers to pelts. I don't know.
I don't know if I believe him.
I don't believe me. He was telling. Well, I don't give a shit. I was just like, I'm trying to just. Wait
I'm
for my
glad you got
flight.
away from him. You know,
All I said was I got my hat at Goodwill, and I don't know what it is.
that's all it took.
And he was just like, "You fucking faggot."
I would have walked away too.
Yeah, I don't blame him, dude. I'm surprised he wasted his breath.
Well, what are you gonna do? It was the hat. It wasn't me. He
You
wasn't
wearing a
talking to
lobster
me.
shirt too, because you said you got that in Texas. Or was...
I did. This is a new shirt. Goodwill special. $3. I'm fucking super excited, actually.
That you're wearing.
I was gonna get this. Okay, so when I was at SC,
Do you even like lobsters?
I love lobster. Actually, I fucking love lobster.
All right.
Red
Lobster
doesn't
and
count, man.
lobster and shrimp are like my two favorite seafood. Oh, salmon too. I don't like crab.
Fucking Daniel just needs to be a 50-year-old man already. He needs to be
Yeah.
like someone's uncle.
He's gonna be the dude like cooking on the weekend and saying, "Hey, come on over, man. I got
yeah,
fucking
I got all
cook.
kinds of shit.
I don't cook.
Well, you're supposed to be, bro. That's your fucking. That's like where you're supposed to be in life.
some." Yeah.
I think
I'm,
so.
I'm 24 going on 50. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
no, but you're like someone's uncle. You're like the 50-year-old uncle that everyone's like fucking like kind of disappointed in. But you know they still
rapey
they
uncle?
keep you around. No, you're not
No,
rapey.
no,
You're
no,
just like
no.
that one uncle where like fuck, he just never got his life together. He always
awkward.
wears these fucking stupid shirts. Like he just has a whole fucking closet full of Hawaiian shirts. Always
Dude, I used to wear. I love
smells
Hawaiian
of
shirts.
fucking smells like a mix of beer and cologne. Also wears shorts all the time too. So it's like a Hawaiian short.
Well, I kind of do wear
Yes.
shorts all the time.
Hawaiian shirts, shorts, and fucking eats a lot of salami.
Dude, I didn't get my first pair of jeans until high school,
Like that's crazy.
11th or 12th grade.
That was a pretty funny day.
Why did your school allow that? That's
It was public school. They don't give a shit.
you wear shorts every day though.
He wears skinny
Yeah.
jeans.
Man, my high school they
I wore cargo
Yeah,
shorts,
band
not just
shorts.
not just regular shorts, but cargo shorts.
Like with 20 pockets and shit.
I need to get my.
so
eyes
you were wearing
checked.
dad shorts before I called you a fucking uncle. So yeah, cargo shorts
What's wrong with cargo
Hawaiian
shorts? You can
shirts.
fit so much stuff.
Oh,
in
don't
all those
forget the
pockets.
flip flops
and the well.
Oh no! I never wore flip flops.
with the socks on.
I don't even
With-
want. Yeah.
Well, when I do wear flip flops, I would wear them with.
And they won't
socks
be
on.
the ones that go in between the toe. They're the ones with the little strap.
Well,
on.
yeah, because thongs are gay.
Well, how ugly are your feet? That's really the problem. You got some ugly ass feet.
They're okay, I guess. I don't know.
All right.
I've never been told that
Be
they're
honest.
ugly feet.
Well, because you have them covered up all the time. Nobody looks at your feet. Why they gonna tell you? Oh, you got nice feet, Daniel.
Look, I'm wearing dad's slippers or uncle slippers.
Chanclas.
If Daniel was more Mexican, he'd wear those fucking those cholo fucking cholo back.
Oh, the fucking gladiator ones.
No, the slippers.
Yeah,
The
ones
home
that-
slippers, the other ones.
The ones that are like
One
made of
that's-
leather.
Nah.
They're the ones you get at like Rite Aid for like $5.
Yeah,
Oh, my grandma used to buy me a pair every year
with white
actually.
socks.
Yeah, the long white
Yeah.
socks stretched up.
Like white socks with the fucking.
Why are you
home
talking
slippers.
shit? At least I don't wear Dickies anymore.
What about? Hey man, I wear Dickies.
I wore Dickies in high school. Actually, that was what I would wear
That's not
between
cargos.
my cargo shorts.
Oh.
Like, it'd be Dickies. It was like Dickies 9th and 10th grade. And then cargo shorts.
Why? So what got you into Dickies?
Well, because I went to Catholic school from kindergarten to 8th grade. So I was used to, like, not Dickies, but those khaki, whatever that style of pants are.
Khakis.
So I would just wear those blue pants,
Hideous.
the blue, like, private school uniform pants.
Right.
And shorts. And then once I got to high school, the place that I would buy my uniform every year, the discount disappeared.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, the same shorts that I was wearing before, like, skyrocketed in price, and you could just wear Dickies. I remember I wore Dickies, like, kindergarten or first grade.
It's all about money.
And they sent me home. Or they wrote me a note saying I couldn't wear them or something like that. Because my mom bought me Dickies to wear.
Right.
Because for her work, she'd wear Dickies.
Because she was trying to be cheap. Trying to
No, she
save.
just no.
Yeah.
Actually,
Got the $10
the Dickies,
Dickies.
the Dickies lasted way longer than the fucking pants and shit.
Hey, things lasting long and being expensive aren't mutually exclusive, dude.
Exactly.
So
Well, I look at things lasting long as like a symbol of
your school is just
Worth the
like
money.
your school is just like, why is this kid wearing worker clothes?
Because
Yeah.
he's
What is he? Blue collar?
Is he
he might be a beaner outside of this school,
is
but
he
in this
the
school,
is he the janitor's son? Is that why he's wearing the same uniform?
bro, my janitor was so fat He could have fucking. If you go to cut his pants up, you could have made pants for the whole class.
Fuck yeah.
He was fucking huge.
So he was fat. And
Huge.
And so you don't think anyone
Huge.
would have mistaken you for his son? Is that what you said?
All right, that's fair. There were fucking fatter kids than me, bitch. They could have got mistaken for him.
Oh man, never
Fuck
saw
you
you as
for
a
his
kid,
kid.
so I can't say shit. Actually,
Dude, I
can
need to
now.
get my fucking eyes checked. I'm serious. My left eye. Every time I look down, and this not every time, but like occasionally, I keep seeing this like blue streak. It's fucking weird.
That is weird.
Like just today.
I think you have AIDS,
I hope not.
I
I
said
hope I don't
cancer.
have like I'm going blind or
which
something.
sucks because you don't have sex or use intravenous drugs. It just doesn't.
You can get AIDS other ways.
Okay.
How?
Anal sex, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, you know
What are you trying to tell us, Daniel? What are you
What if
admitting
someone? What if I
You
got
doping
AIDS
up,
in this
Daniel?
apartment? You know, what if I don't know somehow AIDS flew through the window and then landed somewhere, and I just had a
It doesn't
cut,
work that way.
and I had a cut, and then the AIDS got in my cut, and now I had AIDS from Gion's apartment.
No, if anything,
Maybe the paisa who came and installed had AIDS.
He just aided you.
He's like no internet, but now you have AIDS. So
It's
there
the
you-
gift that keeps on giving.
I don't know. So what are you gonna do? What's the final verdict on your cable?
Friday it's supposed to finally be installed, and I don't know if it doesn't get installed Friday.
Going to AT&T.
I might just go AT&T, or
It'll be installed Friday.
I just might like have to fucking just recondition myself to like not need the internet. Like
Oh, no, that's not
back
gonna
in
happen.
1990,
That's not gonna
97, I think was the last year that I didn't really like use internet.
No, you're not. I mean, technically, you're not in school anymore. Well, Maria needs the internet, so you need it.
Well, check it out. Listen. 1997, I didn't have cable.
What was 1990? I was 5, so I didn't.
I didn't have internet. Or if we had internet, it was hella slow and just not worth it. You know, the only thing you did was chat. You know, that was before there was like actual websites. There was websites, but they were just
gateway
not worth
computers
it.
and shit.
Yeah.
That's the shit.
And so you had
Fuck Gateway.
you had that.
Fucking cow ass shit.
That shit
I had a
was-
Dell.
Hey man, at the time,
Dude,
that
you're
was
getting
the
a
shit.
no. It wasn't. Gateway was never the shit.
Whatever, man.
The Dell was the shit. I remember when we first got our first Dell, and it was when that guy who got busted. I think he got busted for pot or something, right? It was like something stupid now, but like big time back then.
Right.
The dude, you're getting a Dell guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was the thing, and we got a Dell. See, another blue line just fucking happened. That's fucking weird.
Do you think people?
Aliens.
Do you think people miss like Carlos chiming in with his monotone ass voice, saying like 3 words right now? Like Zach is like taking over for Carlos. So
He's not taking over.
it doesn't sound like 2 Carlos. It doesn't sound like 2 Daniels anymore. There's just another.
Who's talking?
It's just
When
a-
people are driving.
Rip.
Why is Daniel talking to himself?
Yeah, there's another voice in the room now. He's also saying 3 words, but it's,
Hey,
Finish
man.
your story.
you know what my story. Oh,
1997. No
yeah,
internet.
no internet. Yeah, when you played video games, you didn't have to download the games. You just had the game. You didn't have to connect to the internet to play the fucking
Oh,
game.
dude.
You just play the game. There was no online, like
Back
there was
when
no
PC games
multiplayer.
had discs.
Back when
There was
people-
multiplayer in 1997.
what game?
On PC.
Unreal Tournament. Yeah, PC.
Oh fuck that shit.
Unreal. I mean, I'm just saying.
Nah,
Yes.
no, that was different. That's like for super nerds.
It's different. It's different. It's not the same.
That's for super nerds. I'm saying it's a little different.
Counter Strike.
And the internet was still hella slow, so it was still shitty.
I know that's
It wasn't
why.
fun.
That's why landline or LAN parties were a thing. Where you
People
just
come
bring
over.
your computer over.
right. Like video games, if you wanted to play with people, you had to actually
Like the
physically
original
be
Halo.
near them, you know,
And then bring a TV.
and bring a
Or
TV.
have them have an extra TV.
Right.
And bring your
Do
console.
you think I got a cut in my eye?
It was
Do you think
different.
maybe that's what
No,
it could be?
Dude, we already moved past your eye.
Yeah.
Well, it's fucking annoying. It's like a blue streak. Like I feel like literally it's like a flare is popping in my eye. Just for a second and it goes away.
Jesus
It's
Christ.
gonna get me paranoid.
Um,
Is that glaucoma?
maybe.
What's glaucoma?
No, it's not glaucoma.
Well, I just had my eyes checked, so they said it was fine, but now I have this thing.
Well, maybe if you stop jamming your fucking club
Well, I'm
finger into
freaking
your
worried,
eye.
dude. I'm not gonna have health care in a little bit because Trump's gonna take me off my mom's plan. I bet. That whole like having healthcare until you're 20, staying on your parents' plan until you're 26.
How many podcasts? How many podcasts do you think are about Trump right now? Like, how many people are talking about Trump right now?
Too many.
You mean of ours?
Just every podcast, like just like
Oh,
other
a lot.
shows.
It's a
A
Like,
lot.
you turn on a podcast, it's just people talking about Trump.
Yeah.
Fucking Joe Rogan's last 3 podcasts were like winning to Trump.
Trump.
And now he just did the 9/11
Fuck, dude,
podcast
again. I need to
with,
stop looking this way.
Alex Jones.
Every time I do this.
I don't even know what's going on with that shit.
Oh, there's an interesting podcast today I want to listen to when I get home. Alex Jones is on it for the first time, and Eddie Bravo. So,
Whose
like,
podcast is that?
Joe Rogan's.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is today. It was earlier. It was streaming earlier.
Oh, it's streaming, so it's not on iTunes yet.
No, it's on YouTube.
It sure it is now at this point.
I just saw it on YouTube.
Unless they're still going.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway.
That's
But
interesting.
yeah, you know.
Zach, I got
everybody's
a question for you, Zach.
Oh, sure.
All right, check this out, Zach.
Okay.
Can you explain your popularity in the one podcast?
Excuse me.
Even though nobody listened to it, like, because they only got 3 minutes per. So,
I really don't know. I honestly don't have an
you
answer.
want to know what my theory is?
Yeah.
Daniel put your picture as the screenshot of the video. I think that helped.
Well, my aunt said the same thing.
You know, because the following videos, Daniel put himself twice, and nothing.
I didn't put myself.
I don't know,
put
dude.
me.
You're holding a candy bar.
Yeah, you're holding a bitch. You picked that picture with you in the candy bar. Don't fucking
Yeah.
lie. Stop lying.
Oh, Carlos did it?
No, Carlos doesn't have.
Carlos did it.
Am I in the camera right now? I didn't even check that.
Yeah, you're in the camera.
It's been.
But I mean, it completely died down at the next video, so.
Right.
I think
'cause
it
they-
just happened to be like.
Well, I'm saying that's the connection right there. You know. If you'd have come the week I wanted you to come, this would have been more interesting. But I just totally forgot what I was going to talk shit to you about, so I'm kind of over it.
It's all good. You've had a pretty shitty day. But
Yeah, it's a shitty day.
Hilarious.
Yesterday sucked too, but you know what, Daniel, tell us about your Texas trip because I'm fucking.
Oh, well,
I could totally make this
I
whole
don't
thing
know
into a bitch fest about the last 3 days. So
There's like there's so many topics
I am
that I want
interested
to
to
talk
hear what you
about.
have to
Whoa,
say,
it's
though,
interesting.
if you
I
ever
think I
remember
put the
it.
mics wrong.
So-
I think I did put the mics wrong, and I should be over here. I sound
so
better
you think it's
over
better
here.
on the backside.
Yeah, which is really interesting. One day we'll figure these mics out. Actually, Brandon's mailing us new mics.
Is he?
Yeah.
What's up, Brandon?
Yeah, he's listening to this podcast because he's like, this is the first podcast I'm actually looking forward to listening to it because it's about the Texas trip. That's what we're talking about.
Brandon, I heard you super cock blocked in Austin. That's what I heard.
I didn't say that. Don't say that.
Daniel's been saying you cock blocked the shit out of him.
That is not true. Not at all.
Daniel was like, "Fuck, man!" It was about to go down. I fucking leaned in for the kiss, and then Brandon made some stupid
And then
joke
Brandon kissed me.
about fucking soap.
And then Brandon kissed me.
And then Brandon leaned in. And he just jumped in the way and kissed me right in front of her.
took a bullet for me.
And then she was like, "What the fuck?"
And then Brandon jerked me off.
And then Brandon jerked him off with his butthole.
So what happened with this chick? You score
At
all?
see
With anybody?
see what Gian did. I never said any of this, by the way. Not a single word.
Tell us about Texas, man. What's the most interesting part of the trip?
Well, where do you want me to start?
Well,
Well,
because
'cause
I know
I
you
had-
had like a 9-hour fucking flight because you're a cheap fuck.
Well, so like on this cast.
Okay. So Daniel,
Where'd he go from
Daniel
there?
had vouchers from Delta when they fucked him over, but they were shitty vouchers, and they don't have direct flights to Houston, or I guess anywhere in Texas.
No, they have direct flights, but not to Houston. So it's not like I can fly to.
Just tell
let's
us
just
where
for
you went.
example.
So instead of
to
spending
Austin,
$60 on a fucking Spirit round trip, Daniel fucking flew to Minneapolis and then to Houston just so he didn't have to fucking pay for the.
What's your time worth, dude?
He lost
Christ.
the fucking 2 whole days just because he didn't want to spend the fucking on the cheap ass tickets. Fucking.
Hey, the
fucking
flight.
asshole.
I got upgraded to first class.
Did you
Well,
drink?
Okay,
Did you drink alcohol?
Hold on 1 second. No, I didn't. But
No, he brought water.
No. Listen,
He
I
got
found
tap
out.
water.
I found out that I was in first class, but like grade 3 or something. Like it's not even considered first class yet. So apparently, like the first, I'm gonna make this up. Like 5 rows are considered first class, right? And I was in like row 4 or 5. Okay, but only the first like 2 rows are actually like premier first class, where you get like the free drinks, the free everything, right? After that, it's like they start to remove stuff. Like, oh, you get a free, you don't get free drinks, but you get a pillow and a blanket, which is what I got. And then like 5, I don't even think you just get the comfortable seats, but like not, the pillow and the blanket or the drink. So it's like you're in first class, but they tiered it out, which is interesting. But anyway, okay, I guess we can start at the plane. Yeah, I fucking did travel fucking 10 hours because it was a 4.5 hour flight to Minneapolis with a 2-hour layover. And then from Minneapolis to Houston. And then it was a 37-minute Uber ride from Houston to Brandon's house. And I did that twice. I had an hour delay going there, of course, naturally, because every fucking Delta flight I've ever been on has been in fucking delay. And so the first trip over there was an hour delay, right? Like I just said. But the layover was also an hour. So as I'm flying in, I slept that way because it was a red-eye flight. It was a midnight. Oh, no, I watched War Dogs, and then I slept the rest of the way. And so when I woke up, I'm just going to I think my flight was like leaving at 6:30. It was like 6:15, and we were still in the air. And I start freaking out because I'm like, fuck, am I going to be stuck in Minneapolis or leave like hella late? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I don't know I didn't look up any of the other flights that leave out of Minneapolis, so I don't know how long I'm going to be there. Get down. It's like literally 6:25 of a 6:30 leaving time. And I fucking ran out of the terminal because the lady on the one of the, what are they called? Stewardess told me, your gate's going to be, G15 or whatever.
Right.
And it's going to be...
So you were in the same terminal?
Yeah. So I ran all the way across the terminal, and apparently from when I left my plane to like I got to the terminal, it changed. I guess the plane, like the system didn't update for them on the plane. It was literally right next to my plane. So I literally had to walk and then make a U-turn, and I was in the fucking... So I ran to the other side of the terminal, found out that that's not the right spot, and then had to run all the way back. The plane was already sealed. They were already calling my name. They're like, you have a minute to get here. And they had to reopen the plane up because I got there in time.
Did they get your luggage on the plane?
So the luggage, because I didn't put any under the plane. I just brought all
you
the
didn't check any
carry-on.
luggage?
Yeah.
Okay.
But they made me check it in when I left LAX because the plane was full. And then I guess like they were worried that we weren't going to have enough space on the overhead, so they just put it on the bottom of the plane. And so they were going to transfer the plane. My luggage was already in the next plane.
Right.
So, so they opened it up for me, got in my seat. And I didn't know this about Delta, which is fucking backwards ass retarded. But only major flights have like all of the 21st century amenities, so like a TV and things like that. I was in a plane from like 1950.
Nice.
Where it's like, I didn't have a tray, I didn't have a screen.
Save $60.
I didn't have
though.
shit, like anything.
Did it have the ashtray in the middle?
Yeah,
That's how
it couldn't, you couldn't open it, but yes.
All right. That's how you know you're on an old plane when it still has the ashtrays
You
on
couldn't
it.
open it, but yeah, it had that. And you couldn't like put your seats back. You couldn't do shit. Like, and that flight from Minneapolis to Houston was just as long as the flight from fucking LAX to Minneapolis. So I went to sleep on that plane. And then when I left on the way home, it was the same way. So that was my first class. So I just fucking went to sleep because it's like, well, okay, I'm going to drink and do what? I can't fucking drink and watch a movie. I'm just going to fucking stare out the window. Yeah. There's nothing you can do. So I just fucking went to sleep. And then from Minneapolis to LAX, another major flight, then I had the TVs. Then I was able to watch, what did I watch? What did I watch? I don't know. I watched something. It was interesting, too. I don't know. It was disappointing because I had all these movies I wanted to watch because I was looking at the list when I was fucking... I'm like, oh, I want to see this. I want to see that. I wanted to see Magnificent Seven. Didn't see that because there wasn't enough time. Have you seen that? Oh.
I was going to watch it on the plane, and I think I just forgot. I started watching
What did
some
I
of this
fucking
shit.
watch? They had Mr. Robot Season 2, but I didn't watch that. But, yeah, Texas. Texas was interesting. So,
Are you ever going to do that again? Or are you going to go direct next time? Because I mean, they had you walking
Well,
around. I know you hate walking.
I already bitched about the delay. Oh, and I didn't mention the delay on the way home. So my plane, I show up at the airport on my way back on time, early as fuck. Actually, I was like, oh, cool, I can relax. Maybe 15 minutes before we're supposed to board the plane, they make an announcement. Sorry that this flight has been canceled. If you'd please line up, so we can rebook you to another plane. And I'm like, what the fuck? Why is it canceled? Because I could see our plane.
Right.
Well, apparently, the windshield blew out, and then 4 windows on the plane also blew out due to the decompression. So I was curious to be on that flight.
Right.
Because what happened, I guess, is there was bird strike.
Nice.
And it fucking blew out the front windshield. And apparently, I don't know if like I don't know what happened, but in my mind, I'm thinking maybe more air. I don't know what the fuck. And somehow some other windows blew out too. Obviously, they have plastic, so like,
right.
You know what I mean? But it was just like, fuck, dude, I would have wanted to been out on that plane at all. And then so we had to rebook, and I had to leave like 5 hours later.
If you were on a plane that you knew was going to crash, would you kick your shoes off?
Would I jerk off in my sock?
Take your pants off.
Leave one sock on.
Leave your shirt on. And jerk off into a sock.
For one last time.
And then scream unity.
Why would I?
I don't know.
I don't know if I would do that. I doubt it. I don't think I would have. They would drop that air thing, and then by the time you get high on the oxygen, then I wouldn't know. Or, I mean, that might be experience to jerk off on oxygen.
Or jerk off while the oxygen is running out. Then you kind of.
Oh, it's like an auto asphyxiation type thing?
Exactly.
Except you don't need to choke yourself?
Exactly.
Interesting.
All right, so you went to Texas.
It's better for those viewing.
I said
Texas.
all this to answer Zach's question, which was, am I going to do this again next year? Yes, because Delta gave me more vouchers for this fuck up. So now I have more free money for next year. And so when I make the same trip next year, I have free money. So yeah, it's worth it.
Your time doesn't mean anything to you.
Yeah, dude, you were running around. You don't do that.
Well, to be fair, I guess I can blame that on myself. Even though the stewardess gave me faulty information.
So you get to Texas, and I don't give a shit about your romance with your bromance with Brandon. Really don't give a shit about that. However, you went on a camping trip, which I find interesting because you don't seem to like to get your hands dirty or anything.
If you touch my hands,
dirty,
you'd be like, "What have you done with your life? Just bathed in fucking baby lotion?"
Yes.
Like,
so like going out,
not a callus, not one callus on my hand.
And I'm gonna have your back on this one too. Like, I think going out and camping,
it's fucking stupid
with a bunch of dudes is dumb.
Yeah,
like anytime my boys are like, "Let's go camping." Who's going? Oh, fucking me, Billy, Joe, Johnny. I was like, nothing but dudes. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, you guys have fun.
Weird shit happens when you're out in the woods with like a group of people.
I don't know about all that.
I feel like Zach would know. Tell us about what's your woodsy experience.
Oh, dude, no. I mean,
how many times have you been fucked in the ass?
Oh, never. I went camping once in like.
How many guys have you fucked in the ass?
Don't worry about that. But no, just in grade school, went camping for like a whole weekend and just.
Did your Boy Scout teacher fuck you in the ass?
No, but he was fucking weird, man. And on the fact that you're all alone and shit, with like.
You went camping with the Boy Scouts?
No, it wasn't Boy Scouts. It was like a field trip in elementary school.
Is your Catholic school priest?
I didn't go to Catholic school.
Oh, I did. Yeah. But I wasn't an altar boy.
Just the idea, thinking about it, it's not a good idea. Think about it, like when you were a kid, you went to sleepovers with like your baseball team, or like you hung out with your baseball team and shit. When you were a young kid, little league.
Daniel, we know you didn't have any fucking friends growing up, man.
You know, we'd fuck with people that fall
just
asleep.
Likes it. Yeah. Why do you like confirming to the world that people don't like you? I don't get it, man. Yeah.
People like me.
Yeah, your mom likes you.
Sometimes,
exactly. Not even all the time.
I think you're all right.
See, Zach likes me.
But no, camping's dumb. Camping, I don't get, unless you got girls and you're at a lake and you got like jet skis and shit.
That's when you get murdered.
That's when you jet ski with girls. I don't know. I feel like
I'm down with that one.
I feel like going out on trips
and then
without women is dumb. Like unless you're going to Vegas because there's women in Vegas or something. You know what I mean? Like going out like on the wilderness. Like what the fuck? But anyways, tell us about your camping. Go ahead.
Okay, so this isn't a normal camping trip. I mean, I guess it is, but there's a purpose behind it. This camping trip has been going on for the last 24 years. Next year will be 25? What's 25? Like diamond? What is that?
I have no idea.
Well, whatever 25 is, that's what it is. And it all started with Brandon's dad and his uncles.
How many days?
It's Friday to Sunday, but apparently back in the day it used to be like Thursday to Sunday.
Okay. At what point was there a circle jerk?
I don't know.
Did you win?
I haven't entered the inner circle yet. I'm guessing that's when I'll find out all the information.
Got it.
They send you off to bed early before everyone else so they could do their thing or what?
There's some weird noises when you're in the tent at night. You just hear it from the campfire. I can't explain it.
Sitting there sleeping one eye open.
So this camping trip's been going on
so yeah,
for
it's been
24
going on
years.
for 24 years. It started off, like I said, with Brandon's dad and his uncles. And long story short, it was to get away from like work, the wives, the kids, like everybody. Like it's just the guy's way of, they've been working fucking 360 days of the year. Now we're going to put some time.
I get it. So camping is like golf.
For these people, yeah.
Using it as an excuse to get away from your wife and kids.
From everything.
Got it. So now I really know why you don't understand, because you don't have a girlfriend, nor do you have a job to get away from. So, sorry, guys.
You sound just like my mom.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Right on the nose of that one, dude.
So they've been doing this for however long, and it's grown. Like, people have invited other people. It's not just family related. It's like friends. It's whoever you want to bring, and they come out, and it's a weekend long. Now, okay, so it's a weekend long camping trip. Now, this is where it's different. It's more like a fraternity retreat, because everyone who goes has a nickname. Like you earn your nickname by doing whatever the fuck, right? And you get your nickname, and then you do fucking games. It's all drinking games. It's all fucking like stupid.
What was your
fraternity games? Hold on, I'll get to that in a second. It's all these like, for example, this like volleyball is a staple where you play volleyball. It's just regular volleyball with like 20
I think
people.
it was Dainty Dan.
Why?
Because you're a sissy.
Well, it wasn't. What do you think my nickname was?
Dolly Dan.
I can't think of it right now.
No. My nickname is fucking One Pin, which is fucked up because I didn't even get to earn my nickname. I earned my nickname because Brandon's friends are a bunch of faggots. So, because every person that Brandon's invited to the jam only went 1 year, and they never came back. Like, Brandon would invite them again. They're like, nope, fuck that. I'm not going back. So,
but he's going back.
I went last year.
Well, do they not come back because like they get like made fun of?
Various reasons.
Roasted.
Like some were like that. Other people got banned because
rape.
Like
I think rape, like
no,
squealing.
Not rape. I don't think so.
Made
to
you
my
squeal?
knowledge, one guy, fucking, this chick was talking to Brandon. I'm probably not supposed to say this, but whatever. This one girl was talking to Brandon, and the guy that he had brought to jam fucking jocked him for the chick, and so he got banned, like, because that's inappropriate, right?
So there was a girl there.
No. This was like in personal life. Like they were talking, they went out and whatever. And his friend, Brandon's friend, no longer came in and fucking just basically stole her away from him.
Brandon, was this ex-friend better looking, had a
I
better
don't know.
personality, or both?
Think about what she was thinking about.
Obviously, the other guy's dick, not Brandon's. But anyway,
So I don't think he stole her.
My point is anyone he invited never came past the first time.
Brandon, did you spit on her before he did? Because if you spit on her, that's technically your property.
Is that how it works? Is that olden law? Pre-civil rights?
You just licked her elbow. You lick her elbow.
That's it.
That's it.
You own her for life. So when I came last year for the first time, they're like, "Oh, okay, he's gonna be One Pin because he's never coming back. Like that's his. We're just gonna fucking make fun of him." So like I said, I didn't even earn that. It's because of Brandon's shitty friends. And then I came back this year, but that's still my name. So I had to turn in because you at the end of the ceremony, you get like a pin, like fucking military service. That's why, hence the One Pin. So for each year that you're there is a number. So like there's fucking the people who've been there for 24 years. They have 24 of these fucking stars. It's like I said, it's like a military thing.
It's like a gold star underneath your chair.
I don't know what that is.
So are you a Boy Scout?
What does that mean?
The little gold stars they used to give you in kindergarten.
Oh yeah. On the board, yeah, it's like that with the number on it. So to get my year 2 pin, I had to turn in my year 1 pin. So I'm always one pin. I lost the other pin anyway, so it doesn't matter. But there's other pins for like horse's ass, which is like that one drunk who just goes stupid and does dumb shit, like starts tackling people. So if that's like you get horse's ass award, and it's another pin that you can add to your hat. Or like Brandon got I forgot what it is, Scoutmaster, which is the first person to fucking puke gets this it's the Scoutmaster. I forget what the significance behind the name is, but it's something. And he has to wear a fucking beanie with puke on it. Like, they got fake puke and stapled it to this beanie. And he has to wear it it's like a badge of honor. And he gets another pin.
So, let me ask you something.
I didn't even talk about the dumb games that we played.
Were there any girls there?
No.
Okay.
We've already established there was a sausage
You guys were all
fest.
clothed, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Was it a pants off camping trip?
Was it a one sock kind of night or what?
And they're like right into it because you're like, oh, fuck yeah. This is how I hang out at my house. No pants.
Everyone was in their shirts, no underwear.
When Daniel gets home tonight, the first thing he's going to do is just rip his pants and underwear off and just chill. Daniel plays video games in a t-shirt and nothing else.
None of this is true. This is a propaganda fucking podcast. None of this
Daniel
is
watches
true.
movies. He's laying on
are all
his bed,
candid facts.
t-shirts, no pants,
No underwear.
no underwear, just watching movies.
Why do I own underwear then? If that's the
When Daniel Facebooks, it's in a t-shirt and nothing else.
there's
Think about
people.
that next
There's,
time you post on his wall.
I was gonna say there's gonna be people out there who are like, oh, that's why he texts me fucking weird because he's a fucking weirdo and his fucking no underwear. People are gonna believe you. That's fucked up. That's not cool. Anyway, some of the games.
Daniel Gian talk shit, dude.
Some of the games we played. I forgot what this game was called, but it's like horseshoe. No. What's the game where you like?
Was it cornhole?
I don't know. What it was
What are you
called.
doing?
Cornhole is like the box, and then you throw the beanbag into the box.
We played that, but that's not what I'm talking
Is it
about.
the one where it's like the fucking like
With
there's like a
bottle
little
caps.
tree? Oh, I don't know what that game is.
Well, it's what you just said, but with bottle caps. And they call it Fireball because you drink Fireball instead of anything else. But anyway,
Brandon's dad was there.
yes.
Huh.
I've never met Brandon.
So you went camping with nothing but men, including old men.
Oh, yeah, the age
Sounds like
range.
a setup.
The age range is like from my age, 24. Actually, we had a 21-year-old for the first time. Not for the first time, but it was his first time being able to drink.
How big was his dick?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. These are questions you didn't ask Brandon. They're family members.
Looking at you,
That's
Brandon.
what they do in the South.
at you.
They all know each other's dick sizes. So
That's terrible. Why would
anyway,
you make that
Where's Brandon? Isn't Brandon from San Pedro?
no, he's from Texas.
How the fuck do you guys know each other?
Xbox.
Oh my god. Dun, dun, dun. What the fuck?
Why is that a problem? I've known him longer than a lot of my friends that I've known. believe it or not.
Jesus Christ. Has Brandon ever come out here?
Yeah. That was the first time I met him.
Was he going to Disneyland or something and you met him at downtown
No.
Disney?
He fucking came. We were at YesC still. And he fucking stayed in my apartment with Anna.
This whole time, I thought you guys were like childhood friends. Like
No.
you've known each other. You've known Brandon as long as you've known me.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
I've known
More
Brandon
you
longer
know,
than
man.
I've known Zach.
Wait, what?
That's not true.
It is true.
Longer?
Yeah.
You knew Zach in high school.
I know.
Oh,
I've had
yeah.
an Xbox since like
Yeah, you
8th
got-
grade.
Yeah.
Oh,
8th
wait.
or 9th grade.
So you met Brandon.
Oh, yeah. I met Brandon a few years ago, but I've known Brandon for longer than that.
Wow. That explains a lot.
How does it explain anything? It's fucking 21st century. It's not weird.
I'll admit.
Is that weird, Zach? Is that weird?
I mean, that's kind of how I got to know that dude. Because I'd play video games with these guys.
Well, yeah, but you didn't like invite him to your house.
I didn't invite him to my house.
You still
either.
haven't met him.
Oh, yeah. No, I
You still
haven't.
haven't met him.
That's true. I mean, I wouldn't tell him like, hey, man.
How many people have you met off of Xbox Live?
None.
I've only met one.
Like
so
this guy's like those girls back in MySpace days that meet up with like people they chat online with from like a
yeah,
different
and,
city.
and how weird are those people now when you have
I'm not
fucking
gonna lie.
Tinder and everything?
Those chicks are pretty crazy, man.
I love those girls.
Yeah, me too. But I'm just saying.
I'm just saying, how weird is that now when that's fucking basically how people meet each other nowadays?
Yeah, if you're
Because they don't want to go to the. I'm just
I'm
saying.
kidding, dude.
saying it a chump or not. That's what people do.
You know the good thing about this camping trip is that you didn't have to explain how you guys met because no one asks.
Oh no, everyone asks.
Because there's two guys.
And they're
guys,
like,
"Oh, how do you guys know each other?" "Oh, we used to play video games
and they're like,
together."
you're a bunch of faggots.
And then we'd fucking.
That's literally what they.
Well,
would
because they know that you guys like FaceTimed each other
No.
and jerk off while FaceTiming.
That didn't happen. Here you go again.
Here
They
we
with
go.
ship
the
each other
lies.
their socks.
Daniel's
They swap socks.
Daniel's laying down on his
Brandon
bed
does have big socks.
with his pants off, with his
He has the
with
wool
just his
socks.
shirt on, and he's got his the phone like at the edge of the bed, and he's got it like.
Sounds like
But he
you've done
can't
it
sit up
before.
straight when
And he's
doing
got
it?
it it's on his chair, right? And it's like leaning against the chair, and he's like laying down.
Sounds like you've done this before.
But he's
He's
got
like-
that weird angle where he's.
But you can't see his face because his gut, like you can't see his face.
Oh my god!
It's,
Just looking like George
and all you see is his fist like bumping the bottom of his gut.
I'm good. I'm gonna let Gian have that because he's had a shitty
I don't
couple
know.
days.
I'm not going to say anything. None of this is true. That's all I'm going to say.
Of course.
All right.
No kidding, dude.
So,
So you guys a bunch of drinking game. What's the weirdest thing
well, I
that
was
happened?
going to tell you
Yeah,
about
what
the
is
game.
weird
I was
to
going to
say?
tell you about the game this vagina game. So what's the fucking game where you?
How do you play a
Hold on,
vagina
hold on,
game
I'm
when
gonna
there's
fucking
no
explain.
vagina there?
They drew the
Yeah.
vagina.
Oh, of course.
Listen, what's the game? It's on the slick surface, and you have to like you throw a puck, and then you like scratch the surface.
Shuffleboard?
Is it okay? So it's like
Oh,
shuffleboard,
it's that sweeping
but it's
one.
like horse because you throw this fucking billiard ball into like a target, right? I think it's like lawn darts. I think that's what it's similar to. So they drew a vagina, and then like if you get it in the hole, it's like 10 points. If you get it on the lips, it's
Looks like
like
skee
5
ball.
points. If you get it on the butthole, then you have to like drink because only one person's allowed to get the butthole. And then there's like they drew a belly button. Belly buttons are like 1 point. The clit is worth. So anyway, so it's like divided up that way, right? And it's 21. 21 or you have to get 21 or you bust. Just like darts, 501, right? If you don't get the exact number or if you go over, you have to go back. You have to restart to a certain point, right? So that's one of the games that we play. That it's just fucking an excuse. All these games are just excuses to drink. That's why I said it's like a fraternity party.
Right. But somewhere along the line, you started sharing your political views.
Oh,
Not
no
yet.
way.
No, not yet. I didn't share shit. I knew I was out.
I don't want to hear about the rest of the games and shit. I get it. You're out
Yeah.
there with a bunch of guys. You guys were drinking, having a good time, smacking asses.
There is one game though that you got to hear about.
All right, tell me about the game.
You guys lick each other's faces?
All right.
Was it
So the game's called Stump.
was it an Xbox game?
There's no Xbox out in the woods.
You guys have
okay?
headsets on the whole time?
Yeah. So it feels like how
Do
you
we,
guys met.
We don't call each other by our
the
names.
first
It's just
time.
our gamer
Yeah,
tags.
it's just your gamer tag. What's Brandon's gamer tag?
Demonic Bunny,
Demonic Bunny. What's yours?
El Bandito.
El Bandito and Demonic Bunny.
That's how we talk to each other.
Fucking asshole.
What's yours?
Mine?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't even know, man. I don't have.
He doesn't
internet.
have Xbox. He doesn't have the internet.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Oh, my old Xbox Live handle was Black Atom Bomb.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Zach was what? Bobby Boucher, and then he spelled it wrong.
Yeah.
He spelled it wrong.
Spelled it really wrong.
But anyway, the game's called Stump. All right? So based on that, what are you fucking thinking? I'm just curious.
Does it involve chopping someone's hand off?
No. It's fucking redneck as shit, though. Like, I cannot, like, when I first heard of it last year, I was like, God, this is one of the fucking dumbest things I've ever seen in my
It's
life.
not a trivia game.
No. I'll give you the tools involved.
Okay.
A tree stump, nails, and a hammer.
So what is it like? Who can fucking nail in the hammer in the most nails within 60 seconds or something?
No, okay, I'll explain it. So first step is, mind you, we're in a national park, by the way. We're not at like fucking some like campground. So the first thing is,
So if you get caught defacing that stump, you're in fucking trouble.
well, this is what yes. Someone brings a chainsaw. They're designated, you're the chainsaw guy, and then they go out and cut down a fucking tree in the national park
You're totally ratting out your buddies, though, dude.
And then they create a stump. They roll that stump back to camp, and then they lay it up. They lay it face, like up, so it's standing up, right? And it's about waist high or so. The game of stump is each person playing gets their own nail, okay? They nail their fucking nail into the stump.
They hammer their nail.
Yeah, they hammer it into the stump, okay? Now, whoever goes first, the way you play stump is you have to fucking throw the hammer in the air and catch it, but swing it in one motion and nail other people's nails in.
Okay.
So I would try to nail, if we were all playing, I would try to throw the hammer and then hit it on your nail or your nail, not mine. Okay? And then you rotate, and whoever's the last one standing wins. That's stump.
You're fucking kidding me.
No. And mind you,
I was expecting a way more interesting story.
that's the game. No, that's it. That's how fucking simple it is. It's stupid sober, and then you add people who are drunk to the mix, and you have fucking people hammering themselves. Like fucking people are like putting their hands over their nail to like, you're not gonna hit my hand, and then fucking people hit their hand. Not me, mind you. I just watch.
Oh my god.
Because I'm just like, this is fucking. You can't get any more redneck than this. What'd you do in Texas, Daniel? I played stump.
Sounds like you didn't even play though.
No, I played.
Oh, okay.
I helped create Team Stump, which is you get the stump and then you draw a line down the middle, right? And let's say it was me and Zach. It was doubles. Let's say we did doubles and you and whoever else. Well, we would get like 8 nails and then we would place them on our side and then you'd place yours on your side. And then in the center of the stump, you'd put 1 nail. And that was like the 8 ball. So you'd have to get everyone's nail, and then you get the 8 ball, and then you win. Team stump. I added that.
So you added to an already dumb game.
Gian sounds super interested.
All right, so politics.
Oh, fuck you.
Well, he posted it on fucking Instagram or something.
No, so everyone there was obviously conservative, right? Obviously, we're in Texas. I'm the person who's traveled the farthest to be there.
But not really conservative. Because if they were conservative, they would be going on a men's camping trip and getting fucked up in the woods.
That's what happened.
Playing a fucking hammer game.
That's what happened.
That's not conservative.
No, that's red.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, no one's a real conservative. They're Republican. Is that better?
So what happened?
So everyone knew I was from California, so anything that was directed, like any liberal jokes, like Bernie, whatever, was directed at me. But nothing. For the most part, that stuff was laid off the table. They might have made some fucking Trump jokes or whatever while people were sober during the day. At night, though, because there's a campfire and people around the campfire, that's when it kind of got a little interesting for me personally.
Right.
But the Instagram post was just at the end of these people were just the things that they were discussing when they were sober, not necessarily drunk, were pertaining to things that like we care about. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like nobody wants to pay higher taxes. I don't give a fuck who you are. No one wants to pay higher taxes. And I understand that the reason why we pay higher taxes is to get more things for us, better schooling, whatever the fuck. In theory, even though we're paying for shit like the
that national park that you guys went camping at.
We own it.
Guess who pays for that?
We do.
Your
I know.
taxes. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. We own it, and Trump wants to fucking. Well, let's not make this about Trump. But one of the interesting conversations was about the Martin Luther King holiday. I didn't know that. I think it's June 19th, which is like Emancipation Day, is a fucking holiday.
Oh, Juneteenth?
Yeah, I didn't even know. I fucking never knew that.
Yeah, Juneteenth.
Ever. They were complaining about that. And at first I had no idea what they were talking
People
about.
in California don't fuck with that.
I don't understand. I guess it's a southern thing.
It's a southern thing, yeah.
Anyway, they were complaining about how certain people got that day off, like certain businesses to observe that day. And then, of course, Martin Luther King Day, they're like, so they were saying, well, us white niggers, we don't get any fucking days, right? Like, this is what they're saying. Not everybody, but a small fucking, the stupid people of the group. And I'm just listening to this conversation because they're complaining about.
At the very least, they know that they are also niggers.
well, yeah, black rednecks and regular rednecks.
Yes.
So they were just complaining about how, you know, if I work for such and such business, I don't know why I don't get the day off. Like, what the fuck? And in my mind, I'm like, are you guys that retarded that you don't understand that if you work for a private company, which is super conservative, by the way, right? They want everything private. That I can fucking schedule you for Christmas if I want to.
Right.
I don't have to observe any federal holidays, whether it's 4th of July or whatever the fuck. I can make you work. I can schedule you to work 365 days of the year. It doesn't mean you have to come in or whatever the fuck. Like, not you personally, but my working staff. I can have someone working.
That's a non-union job.
Right. And so for them to complain about it, I didn't say anything, but then they started asking me about, like, do you have Martin Luther King? Like, they started asking me all these questions about the date. It didn't, but my point is it didn't really get too political. I just spit. It was just, it felt relatively normal. But it was just interesting to be, no one liked the political march, though. But the reasons that they were talking about not liking the political march are reasons why I think that, for me personally, it's not 100% effective. Because you have so many different... It's kind of like Black Lives Matter and the Wall Street... What's the Wall Street one called? Occupy Wall Street.
Occupy, yeah.
Where they didn't have a concrete set of goals.
Right.
Like, this is what I want. This is what our march is for. It's not like the civil rights movement where it was like, we want to be fucking equal, right, under the law. So they were complaining about people who are breaking into Starbucks and like fucking trashing things and lighting things on fire and stuff.
None of
like
that happened during the march.
I'm just saying, that's what they're complaining.
I'm just saying, if you guys are listening.
It didn't happen in L.A., but it did happen.
No, it didn't happen during the march. That happened during inauguration.
That's what they're talking about. The march. I'm talking about, sorry, not the march, the inauguration, because the march was going on. There's no way none of us could have known about the march because we were in the fucking... We were talking about the inauguration.
In the inauguration, all that happened by a specific group.
We were talking about the inauguration.
There's a group of anarchists. They were... It's like,
I'm not...
They're like the Black Brothers Society or something.
I'm not justifying what they're saying.
No, I'm saying, but that's what they did it on purpose. It's guys, they wear masks, they wear hoods, and they go out. The guys that punched the
Nazi twice?
The alt-right dude in the face. Yeah.
What's your opinion on that, by the way?
Him getting punched in the face?
Yeah.
I got mixed feelings about it.
My opinion is...
I thought that, and this is me being racist, I thought it was like a Latino or a black person that punched him in the face.
Like what happened in Anaheim?
And it's a white guy that punched... Exactly. And it's a white guy that punched him in the face. But
you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That whole fucking Nazi rally where all the Mexicans went over there and just started fights and
exactly.
shit.
And that's like... I think that's like kind of...
a Mexican thing.
That's just the wrong thing to do because you're confirming people's beliefs.
On one hand, it's like, you're a Nazi. Yeah, you're fucking... It's not cool what you believe. Like, it's not. And you probably do deserve to be punched in the face. But at the same time, if you want to promote violence, don't be surprised if a Nazi punches some pacifist in the face.
Absolutely.
If they want to some woman wants to be like whatever the fuck, and a woman neo-Nazi or a woman alt-right punches them in the face, don't cry wolf.
No, absolutely.
Because
it's not a peaceful movement.
It's not.
I don't even know the guy. I didn't even know like what he was preaching. I didn't realize.
Me either. So it's a conflicting thing.
Well, he's doing like the reason why people don't like him is because he was preaching like ethnic cleansing, basically. Like
because he was a Nazi. He wasn't just alt right. He was because
he wants to clean the U.S. of these foreign invaders.
It's fucked up.
Cleanse the U.S.
Oh my god.
It's fucked up. But so it didn't get too heated. But like I said, it was just.
You're outnumbered too. I hope you're smart.
No, I didn't say anything. And any question they asked, I kind of just made sure to just be very vague or general.
You should have just been like, listen to my podcast.
Check it out.
They do have interesting stories, though. I would like to somehow maybe next year record some of them or something.
Oh,
because everyone has a story. Like just sometimes being around the campfire and they're talking about how a few years ago so and so lit someone's tent on fire and shit like that, where it's just like stupid shit, but it's kind of funny in retrospect.
Right.
Like apparently one of the people who went that no longer go, they had hepatitis C, and everyone knew they had hepatitis C. And I guess I might be retelling this story wrong.
Nobody sucked that guy's dick.
Apparently he fell or something and got a cut, and he was bleeding all over his tent. So they just burned the tent. But, just things like that. There's just stories like that.
And that's why he didn't come back.
I don't know why I didn't come back.
Somebody better pay for my tent you guys burned.
Someone, I guess Brandon threw someone, or someone threw
Y'all burning my motherfucking tent.
this guy that I met last year. I was disappointed didn't come this year. He was the dude. He was fucking picking on me the entire time last year. He kept calling me hero in California.
What's
Like,
hero mean?
I don't know. He was super fucking redneck. And he'd be like, California's that way, hero. Like, if I missed at volleyball, like, that was his fucking go-to line. He was making like Alamo jokes to me. Like, how many Mexicans did it take to defeat the Alamo? And then no one was answering because he was fucking drunk and retarded.
Right.
And he would just say, like, I don't know, ask General Santa Anna. That was his joke. And where no one's like, what the fuck? He said it like 3 times over the course of the night. And by the time the 3rd time hit, it actually became funny because he kept using the same stupid, nonsensical joke. I don't know. He wasn't there this year. I was disappointed. But it's a cool time.
You know why he was disappointed? Because fucking Daniel was like saving up all his material.
All these comebacks the whole year,
Yeah.
writing them down. I had them on flashcards, just waiting. But it's fun. I'm gonna go again this year, assuming I don't have fucking work or something. It's just whatever. Like I drank this time. Like the first year, me, like if I'm around people I don't know, especially that many people,
Right.
I'm not gonna participate as much as I would had I knew everybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just because I don't know you guys. I don't feel comfortable. It's not like I don't trust any of them or something like that. Like they're gonna steal my shit.
Actually, it sounds totally like you don't trust them.
But no, it's just I'm not.
Just be honest.
I can't get. No, I am being honest. Fuck you. Stop talking,
Fuck off.
Carlos.
We just want you to keep it real, man.
I am keeping it real.
You're buttering us up over here, especially Brandon who's watching probably.
I'm not buttering it up. I didn't have fun last year. That's not because that's what I'm talking about though. Because you're just like, it wasn't. I couldn't loosen up. I didn't want to fucking just pound drinks either. Especially like I don't know any of these people.
All right, one last story because we've got to wrap this up in a few.
Yeah.
Tell us about Austin.
It's not a story. It's not a way to. Wrap
No,
it up.
tell us about Austin. Zach, you want to hear about Austin, don't you?
Sure. Yeah.
There's plenty of things we could talk about instead of Austin.
Talk about Austin.
What happened in Austin?
Nothing happened in Austin.
What happened in Austin, Gian?
So, Daniel met a female on the Tinders.
Hell yeah.
Not in Austin though.
No. She was in Pedro over Thanksgiving or some shit, and they connected.
After the camping trip, I had a few days left in Texas, and then last year I didn't do shit. Like I just fucking stayed within his town, and we just went to Goodwill's, and I didn't do shit. So this year, regardless of whatever you just said, I already had planned to go to fucking San Antonio and Austin, which are 3-hour drive. Don't fucking start this look shit, because there is other shit I want to talk about, but apparently we're not, and this is not what I wanted to end it
Talk
on.
about Texas for an hour.
No, it hasn't been. It's only been fucking 25 minutes.
Well, you fucking serious? You've been talking about it for almost an hour.
No, I haven't been.
It's
I've been looking at the clock.
It's been like 40 minutes of
40
Texas
minutes?
fucking
No,
talk.
40
It's been
minutes.
40
I
minutes.
haven't even heard
of
about
Texas
one
talk.
person being jacked off. All right.
No one was jacked off. No one jerked anyone
Well,
off.
not you in Austin.
It wasn't about that, Gian.
Fucking
Tell us
Prodigy. This is Daniel's Tinder story, and he doesn't want to talk about
Come
it.
on, dude.
It's not even a story.
Send it.
Send what?
Daniel met someone off of Tinder in fucking Austin.
Awesome.
That's it. Thanks. All right, we'll be back next week.
That's it.
Daniel brought Sand to the beach because he brought a dude to his date,
Well, I didn't have a choice. I didn't have a vehicle.
and he spent more time talking to the dude than he did the girl.
Well, that's
Referring to him as demonic bunny.
there's nothing to talk
and then
about.
she got all frustrated. She was just like, "Fuck, man."
None of this happened.
And then she started looking at Brandon like he's kind of cute, and he lives in state. He lives a little far away, but you know.
None of this happened. This is all getting cut out.
You got took? You
Huh?
got?
No.
All right.
This was not a catfish situation. Okay, I've explained my.
It was a catfish situation on your part. Like you catfished her,
Oh. I guess that's every girl I
fucking
meet, right?
sending fucking pictures of Zach.
No way. I wouldn't allow that.
I don't know. You killed the momentum for me. Took it out. Took me out of the game.
I hate to break it to you, but that momentum was dead fucking 30 minutes ago.
Well, I don't know what to say.
The second we started talking about camping.
Killed it. It's over.
All right.
You got ghosted?
No. Someone told Zach that I got ghosted, and I never fucking told anyone anything like that.
It was me.
See?
I didn't tell Zach.
Oh, I was gonna say, I've never fucking, I don't even talk like that. I don't even say that.
Dude, he totally talks like that. You do.
Oh, it just clicked. I know who told you, and I know what it was, and it wasn't about what you're talking about.
Oh, okay.
All right. Go ahead, Zach. Elaborate on what he's talking
No.
about.
It's nothing, and I actually don't want to talk about this online. I've told you. It has nothing to do with Austin at all.
I forgot already.
I know it's not important, but I don't want to talk about that. No, that's it, I guess. Because there's shit I want to talk about, because there's fucking funny stuff that happened, Super Bowl related, that I was curious to know your opinion on. But
Rapid fire. Ask away.
do you consider Tom Brady wearing a Make America Great Again hat the same as Colin Kaepernick protesting and not? Do you consider those to be the same thing?
Do you think like Tom Brady's not catching enough heat for it?
Yeah, because he's white.
No, I think there's a lot of people. I've seen a lot of people not happy that he's a Trump supporter. Absolutely.
But do you think it's the same thing?
No,
I don't think it's the
because
same.
the narrative's not. It's a different story altogether. One guy's supporting the actual president of the United States. The other guy was protesting.
That's what I fucking said.
Yeah, it's completely different.
Got in an
situation.
argument with someone in my fraternity about it, and I stopped responding because I was like, I couldn't. Because I actually triggered her. I used the word retard.
Hell yeah.
Right.
I said-
can't use our word.
I know. Our word's off limits. I forgot.
A lot of words.
I said, because she shared a BuzzFeed article, obviously one of the
Right.
most accurate news sources ever, about how, of course, from a black author too, which is
Right.
relevant because I feel like this is just being made up from the fucking nothing.
No, absolutely.
That Brady wasn't receiving enough flack for wearing his Make America Great hat and basically saying that, like, Trump's my friend. Of course I'm going to support him. I've been friends with him for fucking over 10 years or
Right.
whatever. And how he's not receiving media bashing for it, but Colin was for his actions, right?
Well-
and my thing was, I understand the point of the article. I'm not a retard. The point of the article is that basically what it is on the surface.
Right.
But beneath the surface, I was trying to argue that Colin was protesting. Tom was not protesting. If Tom did not stand for the pledge or whatever the fuck, the media would give him enough, would give him that. Like, maybe not as hard. You wouldn't have people on Twitter calling, Tom Brady a nigger or whatever. I'm sure Colin.
No, I don't think Tom Brady would have caught as much flack as Kaepernick.
But he still would have received.
But he still would have
something.
got. Yeah, he would have caught some heat for sure.
Because I was trying to argue that it wasn't about politics at that point.
I mean,
to people, it was about
and-
offending the military. It's about
Right.
offending when you disservice the flag, you disservice the troops. And when you disservice the troops, you're
exactly,
disservicing the country.
which isn't true either. But
I know. I'm just saying. But that was the whole thing.
yeah, no, that's completely different. It's not even the same. It's not even the same ballpark.
And she was just trying to
Not
tell
the same
me that
sport. It's not the same.
she was just trying to tell me that I'm wrong.
It's a
and
completely different genre.
feeding into
of
the
movies.
narrative, and I'm what's wrong with with everything.
I mean,
because-
the other part of it is like Tom Brady's the most hated man in fucking football. If you're not a Patriots fan, so like he gets hate already. Like it's not like he's a media darling. People don't love Tom Brady.
Well, my thing is just because you wear a fucking MAGA hat you're not forming a protest.
No, because you're
Just because you're wearing a hat that you don't agree with, that means you're protesting.
You're synonymizing Trump with
You're bringing Trump into it instead of
racism. I mean, if that's the only thing that's the only leg they have to stand on. Like if Trump's a racist, then anyone that supports Trump is a racist too. That's their fucking
which
thing.
I think is retarded because there's
It's-
people who
it's dumb.
legitimately.
But there's people that feel that way. So there's that. But why would the media jump on him for it? Like the media has no place to jump on Tom Brady.
If
for
Colin
this one.
Colin wore a MAGA hat, he probably would get flack.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie, but it wouldn't be to the extent that he received for not standing for the pledge.
No, absolutely not.
I don't know.
People got offended about it.
And it was just, I'm just saying, to me, it's like a false equivalency. You're not comparing
Absolutely.
the two things.
Not
they're
even.
not, they're relative on the surface, But once you even put a thought into it.
I don't even think they're relative on the surface. I don't think they're related to each other at all on the surface. They're completely different things.
Well, for me...
Colin Kaepernick's protest had absolutely nothing to do with the presidential election.
Oh, I know. Even when he got asked about it, he was like, I don't care about either of them.
Right, exactly.
We shouldn't, and he said some dumbass shit about, it shouldn't be either of them.
Right.
Blah, blah, whatever the fuck. I'm just saying, though, from my point of view is, if you had each one do the same thing, Colin would always receive the more negative because he's black. I agree. I believe that.
That's fair.
But that's what I'm saying on the surface. It's the same.
Right.
But
right.
once you fucking analyze these two, they're not the fucking same.
No, nowhere near.
Tom Brady's not outspoken.
No.
Tom Brady's not fucking out there preaching it. He's not on. Yeah, he says it's like Bryce Harper when Bryce Harper wore the "Make Baseball Great Again" hat.
Right.
Because he wanted it, no more bat flips and all this shit. He got flack for it. And he's Bryce Harper.
Well, he's a bat flipper.
Well,
So I think that was him.
Bryce Harper sucks.
That was a tongue-in-cheek thing from Harper.
Puig got on board with the "Make Baseball Great Again," but I think that was a joke.
Yeah, he's a bat flipper too.
I know.
They're
That's
both
what I'm
bat
saying.
flippers.
Whatever.
No,
Baseball's-
Harper's like the fucking in the lead guy for like let's make it more fun, like let's do crazy shit because the younger generation is bored by baseball.
Baseball's great. Baseball will be back in like a month and a half. But
All right, Carlos.
that's an hour and 20 minutes. That's enough for tonight, I guess. We'll shelve all of our our topics
Next time I
until
wanna
next
hear your
week.
opinion
Yeah,
on lane splitting.
Wing splitting? What the fuck?
For
is that?
fucking driving between cars with the motorcycle.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, I
That
wanna
we
hear
got
you
into an
shit on
argument
that next
about.
time.
Okay, I want to get on that, but so yeah, let's. Thanks for listening. You guys know dngtalk.com, all that shit. Next episode,
Is it this Sunday or next Sunday?
No, next Sunday. Next Sunday, we are gonna have a special guest. His name
So
is.
then that would not be this next episode. We probably should do one.
We might do something in between,
Right.
tentatively, but next Sunday, we're gonna record an episode with Luke Phillips. He's an aspiring politician and very, very smart guy. He's also a writer. He writes for I think it's a political magazine.
And he's not left leaning.
And he's not left-leaning at all. He's a self-professed Hamiltonian.
Oh, it's this one.
Anyways,
Tell me about him.
the guy's really smart. He posts a lot of articles that I read. And
So it'll be a Trump focus.
I've learned we might. Well, we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I think he's an interesting guy. He's got a lot of great opinions. And we'll see if Daniel gets into a fight with him. I think that'd be fun.
I'll listen to that.
But that being said, thanks for listening. Sorry if this episode was a little weird. It's all over the place. We get it. Go fuck yourself. But listen next week.
Yeah, we'll be in a new place next week.
Yep.
I mean, this is a new place right now, but
Yeah.
next week we'll be in another new place,
Yes.
which should be our new temporary home, right?
Where you guys
Exactly.
going?
Until
Santa
Zach,
Monica. It'll be Santa
until Gian gets fired.
Yes, until I get fired.
Quits.
So, but I'm out.
That's it.
That's
I'm gonna stop it now.
Later.
See you later, ladies.